Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to PGA Tour 2K21, episode number 10. In this one, we're at the East Coast Classic at TPC Sawgrass. It's the third event. Once we're done with this one, we'll be halfway through our Korn Ferry Tour season. At this point, we're in a strong enough position to retain our position in the Korn Ferry Tour. We've had one good result and one result that, well, it was not as good. It was one little stretch where things really fell apart on us. So let's see if we can do a little better today and get back into the points.
2K Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you today's event. Today's coverage of the East Coast Classic is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey with Rich Beam in the booth, and we've got John McCarthy down on the course.
Hello, Luke. Great to be here. Lovely to be with you and Rich. I'm pleased to be bringing you the action from down on the course.
It's a windy day. It's going to make it even more challenging. And if I remember, TPC Sawgrass is a course that's not very forgiving, meaning it's a lot of tight fairways, smaller greens, maybe a little easier to play sometimes, but definitely less forgiving. We'll see. With the improved clubs, I have been a little bit better in this regard. We'll see if that goes well for me here. Great first shot, and wind at the back.
About
311 yards on that first one. Wow. Very nicely done.
Going with the pitching wedge here. Yeah, well played. Lining up the birdie putt here.
I was hoping for a little more push from the wind and a little more roll on the green. Neither happened. We end up 22 feet short, but we're in a good position for an easy par.
Big putt for par coming up. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on.
Absolutely tattooed that one.
Well, I know that we're in the booth and not right up close to it, but it doesn't take a smart person to work out that's not a nice lie.
Into the wind, out of the rough, even though my first shot was excellent, somehow in the rough. This is going to be tough. Luckily, it's a par 5, but there's a chance this might shove me into the bunker here, which definitely not a fan of that happening. Another very nice hit. Will it escape? Oh, it's close. Boy, that's quite the...
No, that's not the shot
that
I
we
wanted.
Want you in the sand.
And here we are with
Edge
the third
to that
shot.
fairway. Just rolls right on in. Let's see, 80%. We're going to lose at least 35. Plus the wind. So yeah, hit everything here. And sit. Excellent shot out of the bunker.
Now, but a bit of work left to do here. Just about 8 feet left to the hole.
Looks pretty flat. It looks like it might break slightly, but we'll just aim for the left edge of the cup to compensate for that. Get in the hole. Get in the hole.
I love a player with big
Birdie.
heart. You've showed plenty there.
And that is a nice birdie from the bunker. Way to go.
And as the scorecard suggests, heading up the leaderboard.
It's only 2 holes.
Here we
A
are
lot
at
of
the
others
third.
have
The
played
tee is yours.
through about half the round and only sit at a -1 for the lead, which means there's a lot of difficult holes to come. And this wind certainly not going to help that any. Big 11-mile-an-hour left to right wind. We'll aim way to the left here.
Oh, that's a stunner. How well she's swinging it.
Immediately pulled right, well to the right of the pin, but it's on the green. Should be in a good position for an easy 2-putt to par this
A
one.
lovely play. She's on the dance floor.
Slim chance here for birdie, but you never know.
I don't think this is actually going to break a whole lot, but it's certainly going to break a bit. And it's a very long putt. Okay, break a little more for me, will you? Alright, we're good. Easy tap in for
Oh,
par.
what a shame it didn't drop. But that looked good the whole way. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next.
Wind pushing back and a little right to left. So I think that's a decent spot to aim. Little left to right. Hopefully the wind pushes it all the way back on, and it does. That's a good one.
Nicely done. Time for the second shot here at the 4th.
That's not going to be enough with that wind. So we're going to have to go up to that 9-iron. Aim long. Wind should knock it down a bit. And I think the wind is going to take that spin and slow the roll quite a bit. See if it does. I hit that a
Choosing the
little
9
hard.
here.
Sit, sit, sit. We're on. Will it stay? It does.
Oh, golf clap. That's a beauty. Trying to get to 2 under with this putt.
Okay, that's a bit of roll. It's a little more than the last one, but it's a much shorter putt. We don't need to go super long here. It's only 1 inch up. Break a little more. Break a little more. Get in the hole.
Always nice to hold those for a birdie.
Beautiful
And
putt.
that will take her to 2 under.
I have a 2 under par.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard.
I
After
am
that,
sole leader.
Oh,
It's
and
only
they
4 holes, though.
increase
It's
their
only 4
lead.
holes.
This is impressive, Luke, but can they hold up this play?
let's see what
Start
happens
putting the
here at the
pressure on
5th.
me already.
Well, there's
It's
no
only
doubt
4
they have some
holes.
positive vibes coming off that birdie. Let's see if they can keep it rolling.
All right, we don't want to be on the right-hand side, but this wind is definitely going to push us left. That was not very straight. Timing was good.
This one might just sneak off the fairway.
Boy, the wind really pushed that. Oh, right into the edge. Rough is rough, though.
And John, what's this one looking like?
Well, heads up here, guys. I don't know which way this one's going to come out of this stuff. Very, very deep down in here.
We're going to come up well short on this. This is not going to reach the green.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron.
Ooh,
Well,
what?
you're going to need
Oh,
to think
I
of your second
pulled
shot
that
already,
right.
'cause that one's beached.
I told you this was going to come up short,
Sitting at 2 under. Currently in the lead.
but I was hoping to be on the fairway. You know, I think this is okay playable. I'm going to compensate just a little bit for the wind, but it shouldn't move it much. So we'll go about here. The sand's going to knock it down some. The roll should pick it back up some, right? We'll see. Well, I pulled it right again. Just gets onto the green. But with that roll, not much
That
short.
was a solid shot. Out of the bunker and onto the surface. She needs this to save par.
Can we up and down this for par? Not the easiest putt here. 11 feet. Why am I aiming 19? It's only 5 inches. Okay, we're going to need a little right to the left, and I'm going to definitely use one of our putt views. Ooh, that's going to break a bit more, huh? Alright, here we go. Get in the hole,
This
get
is
in the
a
hole.
good chance.
Oh,
That's frustrating. This one's for bogey.
so close. Just missed.
And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard.
Back to 1 under. I'm not thinking about winning.
Time
That's
to tee
not the
off at the
position I'm
6th.
in. I'm just trying to get in that top 25. So we have a lot of strokes to play with, so I'm still happy at 1 under. The wind is gonna destroy this shot.
Gotta say, just some of the best rhythm in the game.
Well hit, 100% power. The swing was perfect, and I'm still off.
Just off the fairway in the first cut.
It had an ounce of left to right, but the wind, it was headwind. It was just an ounce of left to right, yet that moved a lot. This wind is really moving this ball. All right, we are in light rough at least. That's good. This pitching wedge will definitely not be enough with that headwind. So let's go ahead and up to the 9 iron. We're going to lose a little bit plus the wind, but we don't want to hit too hard here.
Be the ball, Danny. No.
No, 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 no.
Yep, nice to make a mid-range par putt.
All right.
Currently 1 under for the
1 under
event.
through the front 6. Looking good. And nobody still able to best that.
Teeing off here
Quite a
at
few
the
tied
7th.
at 1 under.
And after a par at the last, a chance to perhaps signal some intent.
Added new shoes this time. They were cheap. Far from... it's going to take 1,000 coins to get some new irons. And we are nowhere near that one right now. We've got about 380 after the 75 I spent on the shoes. So we'll have to save up a couple levels. Or about 3 levels.
What kind of rhythm is that? It must be
Good
tough
shot.
falling out of bed every day with a rhythm like that.
Yeah, the funny thing is I'm actually not feeling so good. This is a really bad time in the world to
Sitting
not be
at 1
feeling
under.
good. Makes it that much
Currently
worse. You
tied
get
for top
nervous that it's
spot.
something else, you know? Alright, wind at my back. Yeah, this is definitely going to roll. It's a little right to left, so we'll aim about here. I'd rather be sitting on the back side of this green than coming up short.
Going with the 9 iron.
A little slow. A little less forgiving as a result. Push left a little bit. This whole hill should push it back right a little
Nicely
bit.
done.
Didn't have enough roll left. We're okay. We're okay from here. This is definitely not a
John,
1 putt.
have you got a read on this one?
Certainly a 2 putt.
Well, from down here, looking like 25 feet or so to the cup.
Ooh. Okay, left to right here. But then it's gonna kind of level off and roll straight after that. It will go some. Just 3 inches uphill. I don't need to go this hard. Only about 28. Yeah, a long 28. There you go. I just want to get close. You know what? This is going to push a little more, I think. There we go. Yeah, that really pushed right. Slow down. Oh, well, part of that was me. Not a great stroke.
And this one is for her par. And down it goes.
It's nice to trust my putter these days.
Trailing by a stroke after that hole.
Oh, Jordan Mason with the birdie goes clear. Just a hole ahead of me.
Just a
Good recovery shot. We're back in play. Nice bounce, too.
And that shot back in the fairway. And here we are with the third shot.
Difficult
Pretty
third
good
shot
right
here.
Back into the player's face.
Just a hair slow, but straight as an arrow. So there was no punishment for being a little slow. Alright, we got the pitch. The wind at my back will push it just a little bit longer. Plus the roll. Actually, the roll is going to bring it back. So I expect the wind to push it right a little bit, and then I expect the roll to bring it back to the left. We could get really close here, I think. Line ourselves up for a birdie. Go, roll, 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 roll a little more, roll a little more. That did not roll as much as I expected it to, but
Fairways and greens. Easy game,
that's
isn't
playable.
it?
That's a good read.
It's
That's a
got
good hit.
chance.
And that's a birdie.
Racking up their fifth birdie of the day. And
Only
that
one
will
read
take it
left, though.
To 4 under.
4
And with that,
under
she's now
par
the sole leader
through
in the
12.
event.
And I'm in the lead. Alright, I'm going to revise my expectations.
Lovely momentum for this player.
No
After that birdie at the last
WIN
hole.
on
Keep
the
it
cards
rolling.
yet. But I am aiming for a top 10 now. Still not wanting to overdo the expectations. Alright, that wind's going to knock this down a bit. We still have a little more play here to get to 100%. Let's go ahead and use that. I think we're okay. This is going to bring me up short. It's definitely going to bring me up short. So let's hope we get a decent roll out of it. I don't want to club
Going
up
with
and
the
go
6
way
iron
long.
here.
Just got it in the window of being perfect. Wow, it really knocked it down. Just gets on the green. Boy,
Yep,
that knocked it
one's
down a
on the
lot
dance
more than
floor.
I
You can
expected.
two-putt that for sure.
Slim chance for a birdie, but in all
I should have
reality,
clubbed up.
2-putt for par would be just fine.
Let's get this thing close. It's always giving you more than you need, so we'll bring this down to about a 40-footer. It's going to move pretty good, but it's not going to move a ton, I don't think. All right, here we go. Let's get close. Let's get close. Slow down, slow down, slow down.
Oh,
Get in the hole, get in
great
the hole.
stroke.
Oh,
You can't make
Oh.
the ball. Go tap it in.
I'm feeling it
And
today.
that should secure the par. Well done.
It's going to break too much, though. Wow,
Right
that
by
broke
the
more than I
hole.
expected.
And this one will be for bogey. So with another hole behind us, let's take a look at the lead.
Just the second bogey of the round. 4 to play,
She finds herself
3
in a
under
share of
par.
the lead.
3-way tie. Expectation not there yet, but hope is now into the top 5 range. Expectation is still top 10, especially after losing a stroke on that one. Alright, here we go. Hit a
Game of
little
the
hard.
seven.
I think I might end up behind the pin.
Come on, get a good bounce to the left.
Yep, bit behind the pin and definitely to the right. That was essentially what we were aiming for.
She's managed to find the green on this approach.
There's a long way, but I tell you what, I've seen it happen before, so there's a chance.
Now, long range putt
Definitely
coming
looking
up
for
here.
the par
Be
on
good
this
to make
one.
a bomb, wouldn't it?
Oh, yikes. Tricky. This is gonna be tricky to get close. Definitely gonna move. It's gonna move a lot less at the end though. Just a little more then. Alright, 1 foot up. You don't need 44 for that. 42, yes. Maybe 41. Alright. No, 40. Yeah. Alright. 3 foot circle, 3 foot circle. That should do it, 3 foot
Get in
circle.
the hole. It's always good to cozy it up to the hole on a long putt, isn't it? And the putt drops, now at 3 under.
Easy
heading down
tap
the
it.
stretch.
Hang on
3
to your
holes
hat,
to
folks.
play.
We're on for a wild ride.
Now,
And that
Now I
makes
can
her in a
confidently
share
say
first.
we're pushing for a top 5. Still at 3 under.
Let's see what happens here at the 16th.
And one of those 2 that are tied with me is now in the clubhouse. So that's the score to beat. Into the wind. It's definitely going to knock it down. And we want to be on the right side here. A bit, anyway. Excellent shot.
Well, this should find the short
Right
grass.
where we want it.
Second shot here on the 16th.
Not going to reach this time. It is a par 5, though. Wind's going to push it right to left, but we don't want to get too far over there. Dangerous shot, this one. Need a good one. Little fast, but it was straight. The wind puts it right where we want it. Perfect, right in the middle of the fairway. We're lying 2. We've got 3 shots to get it in. Really good chance at a birdie
Getting
on
ready to
this one.
play their third.
All right, a little bit of play for the wind. I think the wind's going to knock this down a little bit, so I'm going to go even longer. It's only 21 yards, so it's not going to roll much. Okay, it does come right to left. The wind did knock it down. It didn't roll a whole lot. We're going to tap that in
Nice
for a
shot by
birdie.
our leader. This one's for birdie. And that putt will give them birdie number 6 on the day. And with
6
that,
birdies on the
they'll move
day.
to 4 under par.
4 under par, 2 holes
She's
to play.
currently in first position.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
Just a couple to go. Let's see how you handle the penultimate hole.
Oh, and this is a hard one. It's this par 3 on the island with a stiff breeze blowing. Okay, so we need to go left for the wind. We definitely need to come up short again for the wind and for the roll. Probably the most important shot of the entire round. Hit it a little hard, but it was very straight otherwise.
This looks to be heading to the green.
Sit, 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 sit.
Well, that's right out of the top draw. A great shot from our leader. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie.
Just a little bit. I'm going to go just outside the cup here. Get in the hole. Get in the hole! Oh my god, I made it. I made it. Back-to-back birdies, 5 under par, 1 to play.
Leading by a shot after that hole.
Iwasaki also birdied the hole, so Iwasaki is still
Now this player tees off their final hole of the
range.
event with the lead.
1 shot lead. 1 hole to play. Wind at my back. It is pushing a bit to the right. This definitely rolls down though, so let's bring it over a bit. Excellent shot.
This one looks to be heading for the sanctuary of the fairway.
Oh, good bounce. Very good bounce. Stay off that fringe though. Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Playing this shot from about 170 yards out.
Wind is
Okay,
blowing
wind.
left to right. Going to try and hold it against the wind.
Okay, 6 iron normal. That's going to roll a bit. It's a 6 iron. It's going to roll a bit more. Let's stay to the right just a little bit. This is probably going to push it to the right of the pin. But the way the green rolls, it's 9 miles an hour. Let's take it just a little more. If I make a good shot here, we're probably going to win this thing. Pressure's on. Deep breath. Hit it a little hard, went a little slow, but it's a good one. It's a good one. It'll play. It'll play. Oh, it plays very well. Exactly where I expected it to be. Just a little right of the pin.
And a chance for birdie at the last.
Almost a gimme birdie there, Luke. Fantastic.
And with this putt, she can win the tournament.
Oh, it's flat. See, just a hint of right to left. So, half an inch for the tournament win. Get in the hole!
How about that? They get the victory.
What?
In fine fashion too.
3 birdies in a row
All tournament
to
long,
wrap up
they
the
just
round.
played
6 under par.
outstanding golf. Hats off to them.
Oh. Are you kidding me? With a fever coming on, and I just won the tournament. Oh my goodness.
Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, and on behalf of
What
all the
beautiful
hard-working
progress.
folks at HB Studios, it's goodbye for now.
For me, it helped. Those greens weren't that bad. It was skinny fairways, but my shots were pretty well on today. Iwasaki takes second at 4 under. O'Neill 3 under. A trio of 2 unders. And I claim my first career victory. There's a level. Wow, not even a second level. I win a tournament and that's all I get? That's okay. That's okay. It's one level. Wow. 500 points. 500 points. Let's take a look at those stats. 311 yards. That was one of the first holes. Went it back and a little downhill. Scoring putt, 17 footer. 71% on the fairways. 83% on the greens. That was a good day. 283 average driving distance. One putt percent was 50. 3 putt avoidance was complete. Not once did we hit a 3 putt. It was all 2 putts or better. What a great day on that. 100% accuracy short, 100% medium, and we even hit 25% of those long rangers. Putted really well today. Eight birdies, 8 pars, and just 2 bogeys. I didn't screw up any holes. The 2 bogeys were close to pars. They were very nearly in. Wow. Wow, that felt good. That felt good. Jump 35 places in the rankings. That brings me up to maybe 3rd now. Great position halfway through the season. My top 25 position is not a sure thing, but it's looking pretty good. When you get 3 tournaments, that's 3 winners claiming 500 points. I mean, if you think about it, we're halfway, right? Halfway through. Double anyone's scores. We're still looking at a top 10. Right? We're looking at slipping to 7th place, even if I score them 0 points from here on out. So, very likely, we'll finish in the top 10 after claiming that win. Vincent Peck, 2 top 10s and a win, only played 2 events, so you expect they're going to significantly outscore me. I'm certainly not going to be in a position to win. I think that was circumstantial. Don't expect me to just suddenly start winning a bunch of tours, but that was good. That was good. Poulsen, 3 top 10s. Good result for them. Definitely see how quickly the scores drop off. Right? There's a chance we drop out of the top 10, but we're definitely not dropping out of the top 25. No way. 25th is 122 points. Double that, 244. We're more than double that. So, yeah, excellent, excellent. What a result. Feels so good to get that one. That does it for this episode. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. Let's smash that like button in honor of our first victory. I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. And bye for now.